Alright guys, what is up? Politics Gaming here, and today we are going to be doing a brand new live stream of the Republic of Turkey. I believe what we might be doing is we're going to be consolidating power in today's episode. She says it's 16:30, 11:65, December 31st on my phone. Hell yeah. But yeah, today continuing our live stream series as Turkey. We have a couple of things. Someone called me a libtard. Are you going to intentionally crash the lira like Erdogan did? Yes, that is absolutely what we're going to do in today's episode. Crane, my microphone crane just is not wanting to work with me today. That's why I had that's why I was a little late trying to start the stream. Alright. Let's go ahead and get this started. So let's go ahead and transition this over. Alright, what's up guys? And we're gonna go ahead and start building some oil wells today. All hail Dictator PG. Absolutely, that's what we're gonna be doing today. Most likely. I'm just gonna be increasing our power consolidation of power today. Let's go ahead and go over to Parliament. Let's determine the powers of Parliament. We got a lot of work to do in terms of the powers of Parliament. So what we could do is that we can vote laws and motions of no confidence against the government, but not against the head of state. Let's go ahead and see if Parliament and the people would support that. They actually would. The right wing in the parliament would support it, but the left wing is not as keen, but they're not too against it. It looks like they're not like hard fought against it. Getting superpower free is going to be released tomorrow. Why would it be released tomorrow? January 1st. Yeah, that's like it's a hell of a day to release a game. No? I haven't gotten any word on that. Okay, yeah, my brain is just not wanting to work with me right now. Oh my god. Every time I try to test it. There we go. I think that should work. I love tension built cranes or whatever. Anyway, 2022, you know. Well, I mean, yeah, I believe that we're looking at a 2022 release, but I'm not certain. I think there's like a 1% chance that it could get released tomorrow. Other than that, like, no, not at all. The laws. So let's go ahead and do a TV address. Vote laws, motions of no confidence against the government, but not against the head of state. So they can no longer impeach me as the president. Parliament is assembly elected by the people in order to ensure their representation. If it is not merely consolidative, generally exerts the power to legislate and has the power to control the government, the executive power being able to censor it. Let's go ahead and confirm. Let's see. So we actually have 85% support from the parliament. We'll get that done by 11:22. I officially announced my lawsuit against President PG's past action in the last days to concern me, and I'm suing him for emotional distress. I'm suing him for $150,000. What are you going to do with $150,000? No protests, no reaction from the people. Let's listen to this.
The purpose of the function that I have the honor to serve is to lead the country toward prosperity. But when certain freedoms deter the action of the state or hinder these reforms that we all wish implemented, I must restrict these freedoms. I'm sure you understand why.
Must restrict. That sounds a lot worse than what we actually ended up doing. there's a protest. 67,000 people come out to protest my bill that just got introduced, or actually a day later, something like that. Actually, no. Make sure you're exposed as what? I'm so confused right now. Spend all elections, hell yes. It's the only one day of demonstrations. Though it is a popular bill, I think there is a small contingent of people. It's not as popular. You know, if that was like 300,000 or 400,000 people, I think it would be much more of an issue. But 167,000 people, that's still a lot of people. Lebanon, what are our relations? Oh yeah, we have really good relations with Lebanon. Let's actually start anti-terrorism operations in Lebanon. Let's do 25, dismantle.
Good morning.
Tobacco. So they want to sell me tobacco. $33 million, 7,240 tons. Let's refuse that, but let's go ahead and propose a support agreement. Really?
Sure.
Let's offer him a coffee, see if that changes anything. Then we will do support. Aha! So we have an ally in the region now. We return to the parliamentary system? I don't think so. Should make an effort in terms of human rights. Let's see what he says.
Our country is...
Aha. Just like China trying to say, you should make an effort in terms of human rights.
The theory that says if E1 doesn't like E2 and E2 doesn't like E3.
That would be funny. Rice. Oh, look at that. We had... Oh, wow. Oh, yeah, look at this. So we have $494 million in sales in 2020. So 2 years later, we have $1.5 billion worth of sales as of right now. We're going to expose and cancel. What? I'm so confused. Random dude, can you like not?
The bill has been voted on.
All right, let's go. So let's go ahead and see what the reaction to that was. That was actually nothing. It's actually really funny. I mean, again, we're kind of just changing it, but we're not fully changing it. Nomination of the head of state. Universal suffrage, we're gonna do that. Appointed for life. Should we just get should we have King of Turkey? King Erdogan. What we're gonna be shooting for. Just kidding. Was the Sultan of the Ottoman Empire, was that more of a king or something? Or just kind of like the head of the caliphate?
Good morning.
Yeah.
Sure.
Alright. We're going... It's like diplomacy. We're at the end of the quarter. Well, I guess it's like I have it on quarterly autosaves. So it looks like it does that like a month before the quarter ends. Alright, there we go. Free trade, what do we got? EU Treaty of Global Economic Treaty with the European Union. And that fetches us about $44 billion that flows through that treaty. We are also in the Organization of Islamic Conference of the Islamic Conference. Greetings from Chile. I understand a little, but I really like its content. The translation into Spanish is missing. Sorry for my English. head of a caliphate is called a caliph. Okay. I know we tried to do a free trade agreement with Russia, but that was not possible. Let's go ahead and do a free trade agreement with the the United Kingdom. Click on go, and then we can try to shoot for one with the United States at a later time after we negotiate the one with the United Kingdom. I think we should repeal and replace Turkey. Hell yeah. Oh man. All right, let's go over to health. What we really want to do, I want to go ahead and increase what we're doing in terms of the budget guidelines of the health and social security. So we're actually pulling a surplus right now of about, looks like more than about $13 billion or something. So I want to start doing more in terms of the budget that we give our health department. So let's go ahead and start down here. We're going to start battling endocrine disruptors, fight against genetic, fight against cancer, AIDS, prevention, services for the handicapped, generic, psychiatric. That'll actually reduce suicides right there. Emergency departments. So we're gonna do we're gonna do like the cap right now is gonna be about $3 to $5 billion, depending on what we can get here. Modernization, hygiene. Let's actually pull on hygiene and modernization. Coverage for maternity leave, work accidents, prescriptions. Yeah, that'll actually be it. So $4 billion that we're pumping into our health and social security. So let's do this, and then we'll make about $3 billion back on tax exemptions for companies using retirement by capitalization. Let's go ahead and throw that into the parliament. For my Turkish viewers out there, what is the name of the parliament of Turkey? Oh, it's the Grand National Assembly. Never mind. That was an easy question. It's the Grand National Assembly is what it's called. Contract accepted with the United Kingdom. Let's go. All right, so Global Economic Treaty. Affected sectors, anything with a quota on certain products considered strategic by the partner. Tariffs greatly reduced at 80% on average. Border control is very light. Regulations, compliance with security and health regulation imposed by the partner for incoming products. Access to the member's public market. And recognition of the country of origin labeled by the partner. And then termination date should be December 9th, 2027, but I guess free trade agreements don't have expirations here for some reason. And then let's see. So United Kingdom, that is now more than our European Union treaty at $238 billion. So I think if we go after a free trade agreement with maybe Canada or the United States, maybe we can get more. But pretty sure if we continue, we could, like, I don't know. We'll actually see if restricting freedoms inside of your own country will actually cause a reaction in terms of the free trade agreements. Let's go over to housing. Let's do 20,000 houses, 25,000 houses. What we're actually going to do, go over to energy, construction, and oil platforms. They fund it. We can go over here, see if we can get very good. Oh yeah. There is so much oil in the Black Sea. So what is up with you guys? How have you guys been? How is your Christmas and New Year's going right now? I'm doing something tonight. Hopefully doing something tonight. Should be going over to a friend's family's. What's the Vor red spam that keeps happening? Dismantlement, so electricity surplus 91. I think we can go after another. Actually, we already have two more nuclear, third generation nuclear power plants that are on the way. And let me see. So oil wells, we're gonna go shoot for 5. Analyzing. Oh God, there's a lot of oil in northern Iraq, and Iran, and Turkey. Okay, let's keep operational in Lebanon. So let's go ahead and go for 200. It's 40 terawatts that we're getting rid of. So let's go ahead and do it. That's about half of my fossil electricity that is going away now. Always get rid of your fossil electricity, guys. Okay, so construction. Let's do gas. Let's shoot for like 10 gas wells. What about here? Good. Well, I mean that'll work. I got a PS5 for Christmas. My parents got it from my uncle, who said a friend works at GameStop and didn't want it. Jesus. I really want a PS5. I really want a PS5. I want a 30 series graphics card for my computer. Like, that is the ultimate goal. For the love of God, like... You know how hard it is to get a graphics card right now? I also did rebuild my computer. I actually put it in a new case, and it looks really nice. Like, I actually really like the case that I put it in. So, gas. Okay. And let's shoot for one more oil rig. Very good. Documentary and healthcare band. Famous filmmaker has produced a short film called Healthcare in Turkey Crisis and Torment, which he criticizes the poor healthcare level of the country. We have immediately ordered the censorship of this documentary and won't be shown anywhere. Damn. Sucks for them. As if I'm not trying to already fix the situation. Here we go. Okay, so 2023, we actually have some elections that are coming through. So it's going to be 6/25 of 2023 whenever we have parliamentary and presidential elections. Commercial response. Okay, so actually sell that electricity. Maybe we'll try to see if we can sell Greece. Nah, I think we also might sign a trade agreement with the United States to get some of that oil out of our hands. Or you just sit on a surplus of oil just in case we ever need it, you know, whenever we run out of oil. There actually would be a really awesome idea if we were able to stockpile resources. Because if we're able to, you know, play until, you know, the end of the century... You're kidding. Hang on, guys. Hang on. Oh my god, are you serious? So, for those who are watching right now, Betty White just died. Huh. Wow. Yeah. Sorry. I was just shocked I thought it was clickbait, but no, Betty White just died. Yeah. All right. Wow, that is a loss on New Year's Eve. New Year's Eve. She was supposed to turn 100 in January. And let me look. She was born January 17th, 1922. Yeah, she was going to turn 100. I mean, she's been aging. Yeah. December 31st, 2021, Betty White, honorary mayor of Hollywood. Saturday Night Live, Sweet Life of Zack and Cody. You know, that was one of her other shows. Golden Girls. Hot in Cleveland. The Mary Tyler Moore Show. And can you please make an oil and gas map? That's okay. We're gonna get back to this stream. Sorry. It's always fun whenever we have breaking news on one of my streams. So we'll continue the stream in a second again. That's just huge. Like she was a very, very big part of my childhood, and that is a loss. Yeah. She was the last Golden Girl? Oh, so, okay. I heard about their death a while ago. I thought it was fake. Yeah, that's exactly how I reacted whenever Robin Williams killed himself. It was funny because my stepmom came into the room. She was like, is this fake? And it said Robin Williams dead, and we kind of looked at it and we were like, oh yeah, that's fake. That's fake. And then we turned into like CNN or something like that, and it was all over the news. Like it just like hit the news. Like we got it like right as they announced it, and it was like, oh crap. But okay. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and get forward with the stream. Sorry about that. That hit hard. Oh, man. Oh, man, I'm really sad now.
The terrorist...
Alright, let's go.
I don't...
I apologize for that again. For those who are just now watching and wondering why I stopped for so long, actress Betty White died today at the age of 99. Like, we just lost Harry Reid a couple of days ago, we lost John Madden a couple of days ago, and then Betty White ends the year off with a bang. Alright, possibility of cyber attack. Let's actually do that. Let's cyber attack. What happened? Betty White died. Betty White. Golden Girls. Cybersecurity. Launching massive cyber attack, Egypt.
Duly noted. Copy that.
Duly noted. Copy that.
Although
you're
The bill has been
healthiest, your solvency cannot must not be solved from depreciation.
The theory that's
We don't need to do anything else in Iraq right now, so let's go over to exterior managed networks. Let's go over to Iraq, and then let's do industrial sabotage. What about Iran? Don't tell me we don't have guys in Iran. Are you serious? Really? Create a network. Jesus Christ, why do we not have a network of agents in Iran? Industrial spying. Wait. Yeah, we're gonna change that. I don't want to discover nukes.
We rocked it.
And we're gonna discover nukes anyway. Let's just do some industrial. I'm pretty sure that we'll get nukes off of them. Alright. We also might, like, create, like, some sort of, like, Middle Eastern security organization or something like that. So let's go over here, create new organization. Political and military. A political-military organization combines countries with common strategic positions who commit to support and defend each other militarily. So it's more of just kind of like saying, like, okay, if we, basically, like, if there's, like, any superpower, maybe making the Middle East its own superpower, something like that. I don't know. All right. There we go. A lot of adjustments in the stream. I apologize.
It hit hard.
All right, so we hit $5.2 billion lost already by Egypt. That is awesome. That's another geopolitical weapon you can use in this game is cyber attacks. Let's see, $6.2 billion. So they're entering the 2023 in economic crisis because of this cyber attack. Hopefully we get them to lose $10 billion in economic value. Obviously not a threat to us economically. We actually have really good relations with all of our Black Sea partners. And again, guys, leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you're new. If you guys want to see more content like this, hit that bell notification icon. In the next few days, I do want to stream tomorrow, so I think we're going to do the political process tomorrow. Return back to that. Continue on with the Sean Irwin dynasty. When's the Turkish-Iranian alliance? Do we already have relations going on with Iran? Foreign exchange? Let's suggest a foreign exchange program with Iran to increase relations. Student exchange is wonderful that our youth can share knowledge and our culture. These exchanges will bring our two countries closer together for many years to come. Yeah, imagine that. A NATO ally also becoming allies with the dreaded enemy of the United States. Can you imagine the United States' reaction if Turkey were to do that? What's up, boys? Depressed because Betty White died. Unfortunately. Very, very, very sad about that death today. COVID-19. 555. Economic relief. Just kind of like giving more and more of this economic relief to those that are in need since we have the tool to do so.
Here are the GDP and growth figures for the last year. As you know, these are the most important economic indicators and the most revealing of the health of our economy. This is an average result. We must remain cautious and measure the consequences of our economic stability over the long term.
Alright, so the economy grew at a pace of 7.78% over the course of the year, and our GDP is now at $1,365 billion as of right now. Let's go ahead and go through. Pretty good figure. Let's go over to finance, see what our growth is at right now. 2.19%. Very slow now. So let's look at our currency. Do we need to get our inflation down? Yes, we do. So we need to make sure that our inflation has a chance to go down before we do anything else. But we also have to remember that we did sign a free trade agreement with the United Kingdom. That might accelerate growth over the course of the year. So essentially, in terms of economic growth, we don't really need to touch that much. Unless we really, really want to. Budget deficit of 0.13. Total public debt is $420 billion. Then budgetary deficit is 0.13%. Then 2.16 annual.
Here is our growth.
The decree.
And, solidarity fund or whatever. Army. About this, nearly 350,000 people in the Turkish armed forces. Let's go ahead and increase the amount of commandos that we have. Let's see what the reaction is to that. Of course, there's a goddamn riot. I don't know why they do that. National Parliament, we're gonna... Oh, hang on. Stop it. We're gonna stop him from going after the National Parliament. Come on. Beat him up, beat him up, beat him up. I love having a lot of police forces whenever it comes to these riots.
I traveled for 2 days, despite the pain in my hip, because of your stupid minimum retirement age. With all due respect, you'd have to be blind not to see what's going on. Consider we're not asking for hundreds of thousands at our age. But how can one live if we don't have a penny, huh? It's public. We, the elderly, we won't be had.
God, I love the voice acting in this game, man. It is so funny. Nope. Okay. Box him in. Ha! Did you increase the interest rates? Will make it go down, but it'll increase growth in the long run. Yeah. I already have interest rates as high as they can. Like where our interest rates are like at 20%, man. Aha! There we go.
We have subdued.
We won't be had. Let's go ahead and pension 600. And let's do $50. $1.4 billion. Yep, people should like that. That'll raise our deficit a little bit, but just to make people happy. Apparently that never does anything. They always come back and say, do you wish for me to oh, look at that. You're really great.
You're really peachy keen. And I tell you that I keep...
Holy crap, she like traveled an estimated distance of 2 days to get to Ankara. And then she walked back and then did it all within 24 hours. That's... You know how fast she has... She's like running like 300 miles an hour. That's kind of scary for an old woman. Banning high carbon electricity. See, banning high carbon electricity. Are you talking about like carbon taxes, or is there a way for me to actually ban high carbon electricity? Soviet Union Roblox. That's a hell of a name. Let's continue. France industrial espionage in progress. That figures for employment 4.53%. Do you play GTA Online? I did. Not anymore. Look at that, weapons upgrades. Definitely not going to be patenting these helicopters. Bionic system. We're not the first. We can profit a lot from this technology. Where's our growth at right now? 3.32%. Cool. Taiwan aborted. Come on. What's our budget at right now? Oh, no wonder. $5 billion. They took Betty White. I know, right? Let's increase that to full funding. Secret Service. So we have full agent training, full fight against terrorism, and full industrial espionage. Or military intelligence. What does that mean? Give a little bit more to military intelligence. Palestine. A meeting with Palestine? Hell yeah! Inheritance tax and some other gesture for old folks. Yeah, I bet they would want me to lower the large fortune, or not the large fortune, the inheritance tax. Let's do about what are we gonna do, like 30% on this max? Let's do 2.25%. That'll get us about $14 billion. It'll also lower economic growth. That's what we need right now. The elderly or her, they're far easier to appease than other groups in my view. Maybe. Yeah, never really had any issues.
Our infiltrated scientific.
Although you
At least in my
Our
thing, in my time of playing, I've never, ever had a issue with old people. You guys excited for the 2022 edition? What is your?
Our network.
What do you guys want to see in the 2022 edition? These efforts have paid off. Space program. Let's go over to space research. We actually started our own space program, the Kagri-A program that we partnered with the ESA on. $11 billion is how much we're spending. You're financing about 90% of it. Then, so that's about $10 billion being financed by us, and then $1 billion being financed by the rest of the ESA. Go to 5%, they will accept it. Europa, over here. Europa, land. Return of samples to Earth. Let's do 80%. That'll work.
Good morning.
Palestine. Wow, Turkey doing the space program. You must have really turned the economy of Turkey around. Not mostly. Palestine. They want to sell me like $50 million worth of paper, which is a big number to them, but not a big number to me. So they ought to go toward like Jordan or something. What's the economy of Jordan looking like? $4 billion, 11 million people. We're nearly at $1.5 trillion.
You are giving.
Minimum retirement
bill has
pension just passed. vaccine. What is this? What is this green line? The number of people vaccinated. 5.6 billion people have been vaccinated across the world. Number of active cases worldwide. Oh man, I should have been looking at that. There was 3.8 million active cases worldwide. Then number of deaths. So how many people died? So we have 4.5 million people that died of COVID. And then percentage of the world population vaccinated from COVID is 80%, nearly 80%. Zero active cases worldwide, and we are good. Here's a curve on the overpopulation. Estimated population for 2100 is going to be 11.8 billion people. And we're still around 12 billion people for 2100, which is still unsustainable. You'd have to be playing like India, China, and the United States, and maybe Nigeria to prevent that from happening. Syria is not in NATO. Yeah, imagine Syria being in NATO. What's up, Sam? Welcome to the live stream. Turkey isn't in NATO as well. No, that's wrong. NATO. See? We are a full-fledged NATO member. Turkey was eyeing the admission to the European Union. They've been a candidate for the European Union for a long time. But after that coup attempt and then the political suppression that's been going on in Turkey since the coup, that has definitely not been the European Union and Turkey have basically just stalled negotiations for I don't know how many years, maybe like since 2018 at least. It's the last time that negotiations even happened, and then after that they just said no, like Turkey's not going to be joining it. Anyway, presidential elections started. The primaries have begun, Mr. President. These internal campaigns in the political parties will enable us to know the official candidates who will run the elections in 135 days. Popularity level among our members is excellent. It is no time to beat around the bush. You should present yourself as a candidate, Mr. President. You wish to present yourself as a candidate for the pioneering Muslim Party, Mr. President. I said Mr. President like 3 times in like 7 minutes. Yeah, we're going to accept that, and we're going to be representing the PMP. Invade Syria, and no, not right now, especially since there's an election happening.
The bill has...
Industrial pollution. They'll start a world war because if Turkey invades Syria, then they'll start a world war because Russia will defend Syria. God, imagine that. Alright. So we have 135 days. The elections are gonna be in June. And then campaigns should officially start sometime in like April. So you can do better.
Although you're
There's a lot of oil in Syria, by the way. Oh hell yeah. Hell yeah. And we can also really go after those dastardly peoples in the northern part of Syria. The most I would even take out of Syria is I would just occupy the northern areas, and then I would just negotiate a peace treaty with them. maybe even go as far as the Idlib governorate, and then take Aleppo. And that's the most I would really want out of Syria. I wouldn't really go as far as occupying or even taking over the entire country. For one thing, mainly because unless I'm gonna go around and get troops through Lebanon, and then like I would have to use Lebanon as a staging ground for a war, because I mean I would have to immediately go after Damascus unless I'm gonna increase the amount of commandos I have. I would need maybe like 50,000 commandos in order to take Damascus. Honestly, not worth going to war against Syria. Yeah, like if Syria wasn't as unstable as it is now, yeah, I would probably go after them, but not as of right now. Even if you annex them, they will cost you. Yeah, like it's such a war-torn country. Like it would increase my deficit. It would. How do you annex provinces in this game? Essentially, all you have to do. So, if I wanted to go after the northern Al-Hasaka region, the northern Al-Hasaka region. If I wanted to go after this region right here, or both of the regions, the north and the south, essentially all I need to do. Where am I? How did I get here? I don't know, man. Forward 7. 404. Merry Christmas, by the way. I don't know. Is the algorithm giving me purpose now? Anyway, if you want to take over a province, essentially all you have to do, so the province is right here, you click it. You would have to take over this city and this city. The basic sense of trying to annex a province is taking over any city inside of it. You have to take over every single city that is inside of that province. So if you wanted to take the northern Al-Hasaka region, take over these 2 cities, and then negotiate a peace treaty with them. Or whenever they come back and negotiate a peace treaty or whatever, there's going to be an option. So where it says frontiers unchanged, it also works similar to whenever you get a peace treaty after you take the capital of that country, and it comes back and it says, like, do you want to make them a colony? Do you want to integrate them? Whatever. It has the same thing. So if you negotiate a peace treaty with a country, essentially you just have to take over both cities, and then and it comes back and it says frontiers unchanged, but there's going to be a drop down. The drop down, if you click it, there's going to be take whatever regions that you've already taken. So it's going to, since you're occupying the region, and that's why this flag right here is important, because whatever flag is right here is who has military control over that region. You have to make sure that your flag is under that region's name. So like if I go down here, this is owned by the Syrian government. This is military control over the Syrian government. But we go up to the southern Al-Hasaka region, and it says that it's under the Syrian Kurdish resistance military control. So this flag right here is not for political representation, but it's actually a representation of who has military control over that region, not political. So, Slovenia wants a meeting. We're going to refuse that right now. We're going to make our way to this election, and I think maybe we'll call this straight.
My fellow citizens, it is after intense reflection and multiple consultations that I decided to run for president. Once again, I ask you to grant me the honor of leading the destiny of our nation.
Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that. Alright, we're gonna make our way to the election today. Thanks, I can finally finish my Russia playthrough. GoPG just hit New Year's for me. Hell yeah, Abu Gaming. For you. By Bertolu. Go play. What do you mean? The other Arab states will intervene if you attack Qatar. The United States might be at your doorstep if you attack Kuwait. You fell through the space-time continuum. Alright. But yeah, that is how you annex. I need to make a military tutorial because I know that is a question that I get a ton. I need to make part 2 of that military and foreign policy tutorial. Essentially just show you guys, have a direct way, because that was actually, I think that video got like 10,000 views or something like that. That's a very high performing video for a small tutorial, so I need to make part 2. Why did I make them a year apart? Don't ask. France. Network, espionage aborted. God dang it. Electricity health response.
Although
better. Rare earth oxides. Maybe I should import. Silver. How about this? Currency. 9.34%. Thank God it's going down. Just need to make sure inflation stays under 5%, or growth stays under 5%. Bomb Kurdistan. And again, yeah, like, I mean, the most that I would ever try to get out of Syria is the areas that are currently occupied by the Kurdistan resistance. So, but then the reason that a lot of this happens, and you really need to pick and choose where you're annexing regions from. If you're gonna do it in like Libya, in Syria, in maybe even like Mali or Nigeria, or especially in these war-torn countries, if you're going in there and you're trying to just take like one region out of them, and they're like in the middle of a civil war, you're not gonna get that much out of it. You need to pick somewhere else, because that's just not going to work out for you. Mainly because the regions are just so lacking. They don't have that much population, and let me look. Northern Alasaka, 180,000, 15,000 unsanitary. Oh yeah, sure. They have 0 unsanitary housing right there. They barely have hospital beds. They have 13 ICU beds, 5 community centers, 1,100 stands for sports, 1 terawatt of electricity, only 1,350 places for prison sentences. And look at their internet connection right here. 0%, 3%, 0, 0, 18%, 18% from mobile telephones. They have no telephones there. So that's one of the biggest things. Like, if I were to do that, like, I would immediately need to develop it as quick and as expensively as possible, because that is just going to tear my statistics down. Alright, looks like we got a response from that Europa lander remission. China, Russia, alright. European Union is actually wanting to give us a lot off of this. Let's accept the United States, and then we're going to go to the next day. partner. The major countries are already in. They're not going to reapply. So now these countries are modest programs to choose from. Keep in mind that you can meet with the head of state to encourage them to participate. So then apparently China just started their own competing program. And then approve. So we're going to have to wait a couple of days. China started a competing program. Recommend staying out of conflicts. Yeah, that's one reason why I play way more like as a defensive, not even a defensive player. It's just that I stay within my own borders unless I absolutely need to get involved. Like if Taiwan is being attacked, maybe I'll get involved depending on who I am playing. If I'm playing as the United States, I'm absolutely getting involved. If one of my allies is attacked, so like if Poland and Belarus go to war, I'm gonna get involved. If Lebanon after this gets attacked, I'm gonna get involved. Maybe if Azerbaijan, especially if Azerbaijan were to be attacked, I would get involved. So it's more of just kind of like, I'm not just gonna randomly go to war, because randomly going to war without having a full idea of what is going to happen, not exactly the best idea. Armenia looking yummy though. Yeah, I know. The other thing, after this election, Yerevan's gonna be looking real yummy. Be looking real tight for me. Yerevan. Also secure that nuclear power plant right there. Legislation, minimum wage. Response. We still have those nuclear power plants that are trying to be built. 115. Still waiting for presidential election. Start at 60 days from the campaign.
The terror.
Also, don't worry that there's a Russian military base just north of Yerevan.
The preparation.
Ramadan, 9%. Starting to flatten out, 4.45%. Probably might increase the... Let's go over to financial transactions. Let's see if we can get 0.1 out of it. Nope. Looks like... God, financial transaction tax is always the worst. Try to increase.
It's awful.
Assassination, cabinets. Nope. Nothing to worry about. Education. Policy on gender equality. Teaching local languages, correspondence. Student accommodation. Doing better in terms of education. Electricity surplus. We're going to get a lot more out. Get these nuclear power plant once we get these power stations online. So that's one, and I think we have one in the we have one in the Marmara region. That's gonna be done at 180 days. We're at day 124 now. I always nuke everything when I go to war. Yeah, see.
In a statement.
What I really like is how whenever you launch a nuke at someone, they actually launch a nuke back. That was not a thing in the earlier editions. Also like how the nukes look a lot
Perspective
different
analysis.
in Power and Revolution than they did in Masters of the World. I think in Masters of the World, like they literally looked like some they literally looked like something. It was like a it was just a regular missile. Like it was just a regular missile that that was just fired, and then oh god, it just took out an entire city or military, or like a string of military bases or something like that. Nope. Now in this one, it's just like a giant black missile with a red tip on it.
The bill has
It has a radiation symbol on the side of it.
our scientific.
So let's try that. It's up to you to select. Alright, let's try it one more time, or we can just approve the program. Unified theory. When is that going to be discovered? 2026 to 2028. We're going to do it. We need to sign a cooperation agreement with someone. Space research. Europa lander. Azerbaijan. Oh, that's why it's not allowing me to do it. So 80%. Let's do 84%. 94%. 5%. Modify. There you go. Let's approve the program. And then what we're going to do... Support from the pro... Oh. What? Oh, that's funny. Hang on. We'll give it a couple of days and then we'll try to do that. Is that in the department? No, we're financing way too much. Looks like the Russians are actually doing a Europa lander mission. We need to build our own space center. He's not a fan of Masters of the World. PNR feels more like a natural successor to Lords of Nations. Why is that? Oh, that's why. Budget increase. Let's do a budget increase of $2.5 billion. Then we will participate in 80% of it. Let's do support from project initiator. Turkish space program. Wow, yes. Turkey can into space is the saying that we all know and love. Right. That way we have a much more fair way of getting this program off the ground with the United States. The United States contributes a little bit more
The bill has
since they are the larger nation. Prepare for liftoff. Our teams are now busy planning the launch phase. I'll keep you informed. The Europa lander is actually the most important one out of all of them. What else can we do? Alright, available treasury reserve. Let's try 4,021 billion. Good God. $10 billion. 9 months, $9.5 billion. Where can we put this at? We can put it in the central Anatolian region. Put it in the middle of the desert. Or put it like over here in the eastern Anatolian region. We don't even have the technology, so we have to start piggybacking off of the other space programs until we do that. And then I guess, I mean, but it would still be good to, have our own launch pad. I don't know. We'll think about it. What is our debt right now? We're lending $148 billion from the United States, $107 billion from Turkey, $37 billion from Japan. Do we owe the Chinese anything? Nope. Why we don't borrow from certain countries. I'm gonna know what the algorithm is into that. Build a missile ramp in Ankara. State aviation in Ankara. Cyber attack Saudi Arabia. PG interrupt their networks. Good idea. We don't even have that good relations with them. They're just gray. Cyber attack. Launch a massive cyber attack. And just for good measure. Service. Launch a massive cyber attack. Saudi Arabia scheduled and Egypt scheduled. Budgets increase passed. Our partners have voted unanimously in favor of the revised budget program that you propose. It's good news. Of course, it does mean that our own budget will be immediately impacted, which is good because it makes it cheaper for us.
We rocked it.
We rocked it. $2.2 billion already in losses for Saudis. Escape of Emre Ozaglu. Huh. Oh my god. I actually recognize that name. He's a leader. He was a leader in the pioneering Muslim party, the PMP. I actually remember him because in my previous Turkey series that I made like so many years ago, like back in like 2016, dude. Ozaglu was actually the guy that succeeded Erdogan whenever he died in office, I think. No, I actually made him step aside, and then Ozaglu ran, and then like Erdogan died a little bit later or something like that. Speaking of him dying, I know he's getting old. 69 years old, 45 health. We need to get him to go to his doctor. Let's go over to intellectuals, family and friends, personal MD. We need to make him visit his MD on Friday. Saudi Arabia, $4.2 billion. Failure and backlash. Our attack has done no damage. The system used by the target country are a veritable fortress. They are impenetrable to penetrate. It also seems that our encryption leaves a lot to be desired and that our actions have been discovered. They should be able to trace it back to the source. In short, we are at risk of being uncovered. I will keep you informed. What's that? I guess we're launching 2 cyber attacks at the same time. Is that
We have a problem.
Uh-oh.
My sources mention leaks to the press that risk compromising yourself. To be clear, I fear they will set in motion a particularly lethal Murphy dynamic that will lead to a scandal. In short, expect the worst.
Boink, Scoob, we got caught. Damn it. Well, I mean, leak to the press, I mean, we have a really tight leash on the media right now. Freedom of information controlled and censored. So, we shouldn't have that much of an issue, I guess, in terms of it, unless the parliament is just like, oh god. But
Our agents that have infiltrated...
let's go ahead and dismantle that.
It hit hard.
In Saudi Arabia, and then let's go ahead and meet with our MD.
Well then, there's seen something nasty, hmm? Right. I'm going to prescribe 2 packets of tablets. They also exist in capsule form, but considering your job, take 2 in the morning, 3 in the evening. No alcohol, of course. And most importantly, lots of green veg and watch out for salt. A little less than a little. Of course, fruit. And watch your sugar intake too. Okay, take care of yourself.
to know who they hire for these goddamn voices. Alright, so we actually go over here. Look at it, it was like 46 or something like that. Oh, yeah. Yeah, 16-9. Let's go. Let's go. $9.9 billion. Let's go ahead and use that to pay off some of our debts in the United States. And industry. Well, what's our industry GDP doing? We're not experiencing that much growth. Terawatts. We should get another batch. Actually, oh, that was because of a. So okay. So whenever you dismantle the like an energy project or something like that, it immediately shuts them down. So that way you can actually see what the immediate effect of that was once they're shut down. Give the United States more money, liberal. We're not giving them money, we're just paying off our debt to them. Therefore, we don't have to give them money because essentially, it's actually very counterintuitive what you just said. Don't give them money, even though I'm paying $12.5 billion, nearly $13 billion in interest to the United States, which that is money that I'm giving to them. Therefore, I'm giving them money in order to pay them less in interest for the debt that I owe them. So, yeah, that's kind of a counterintuitive what you just said. I have 24 years to pay them. But I really want to see if does anyone know what happens whenever these time things run out? Like, I don't know. Someone needs to test that. It's gonna be a very long test, but
It's all.
Here is our growth for
3.3%. Let's go. 5% unemployment. Oh my god. Actually, are you gonna react to that? Discrimination. Full. Well, 1 and 1. $1 billion.
As I
Partial dismantlement. Let's go. 8.84%. Continues to go down. Loan just gets removed from their mate. Really? There's no, like, punishment for you not being able to... Is there, like, nothing that happens? It's been 60 years in this game with the United States. Did you pay off your debt, or did it just go away? Much more time before the campaign, 10 days? 5 to 10 days. As you pay back your debt, you can notice the amount of time decreases. Industrial sabotage or espionage. Seriously? Technology is not compatible with our external hard disks. It was possible, therefore, it's copying the data.
our scientific cell in
Industrial sabotage. How much do you want to bet that I'm gonna discover news from? Election campaign, yep, 65 days, okay.
The election campaign has officially begun. All candidates are now known. I would strongly recommend that you quickly outline your electoral program and actively participate in the campaign.
Just to remind you, you cannot propose or vote on new legislation during the campaign period, because this might influence voters. I would suggest keeping some of your most popular campaign promises to yourself for the moment. Then you can unveil them during the televised debate.
Alright. Pay interested on every year. Let's see who the candidates are. I'm gonna try to get some of the right-wing parties to drop out, or we can just form a coalition with them. Which actually, we are a presidential system, so we could, therefore, create a coalition. Alright, let's try Mara region. We actually immediately need to start fundraising. Businessman. Left-wing billionaire. Part of the left wing, really? Let's go over to political parties. My party, fundraiser. Jesus Christ, $2 million to fundraise. I know we're gonna get a lot out of that, but good lord. Polls favorite, 35%. Jesus. 21, 14, so 34 to 21. I mean, that's a big lead. That's just not. Are we in a 2-round system or are we on a 1? And we'll figure it out. Tuesday. Multi-party system. Oh, that's what we need to go to. Tolerated multi-party system under state control. Saturday. Propose minimum wage. Let's do 700.
Terrible.
Terrible.
No. Yes. Yes.
Yeah, we might end up forming a coalition depending on what the outlook of the next poll is. Let's see how much fundraising we get. $9 million. That's awesome. April, May, and then it's going to be in June. $500 hours, jeez. Budgets. Promised 200,000 doctors and nurses, medical staff. Yeah, they like that. 43. We can just go do the Hail Mary. Just go straight for the retirement pension. I have no life I gotta go by. Same. Monday the 8th. Justice. Specific criminalization of street harassment. Wow, that actually got me support. Turkish Cyprus, not recognized. Southwestern. Let's do Friday. Religions, police. It still blindsides me that prostitution is illegal in Turkey. Unions determine legality, right to strike, immigration, increases monthly rent allowance. Set a goal for about $100 for a left-wing party, right? I don't know why the party doesn't like it. Information transmitted. Nuclear. I knew it. I knew we were going to discover nukes from him. Leads with 41%. Okay, so we expanded our lead. 6:25 is the election day. 40, 26, 11, 10, 10. Let's meet with the United Republic movement on Saturday. Let's try to get him to drop out. We also need to start meeting with some leaders, national leaders, to get them to support us.
I don't.
At least we don't have to worry about another coup from the Turkish military.
No thanks. My old...
Radiant, your militants can be proud. Encourage him to withdraw his candidacy.
I'm sorry.
Damn. Fundraising brings in $10 million. Coalitions, fundraiser. Wait till like 30 days from the election. Amara region again, $35 million in bank as of right now. Media, construction. Oh, what if we promise? Let's see how that works. I like how my budgetary impact is 0. Ecological Society. Freaking fabric.
No thanks, Matt. It's very... Okay. Don't panic.
Don't panic, I'll look into it.
Very well. What kind of offer do you wish to make us? Very well.
40 hours a week. Awarded. 627. Again, if we really need to, we can go for that Hail Mary. Which we might end up doing anyway.
Sure. You're not. That. You're a. Sure. Yeah. That. Oh. Don't. No. That. Okay.
Supersonic airplane. Hell yeah. Let's build the Turkish Concorde, guys. Let's go. An earthquake in Panama. Oh god, we've been ignoring that earthquake for a while. No life, you say? I know. All of y'all don't have lives because you watch some kid play. Some guy play, yeah, kid. I always call myself a kid. 23, please help. Let's see. 78. Yep, we're going for the Hail Mary. Central Anatolian region. Let's do Friday. Go to health. Legislation, minimum retirement pension, we're going to do $75. I really want to get up to, oh, 0.7. Ah, yeah. Well, minimum retirement. Yeah, we can do that. $105. Yeah, that helped. Political parties, coalition, political parties, publicly criticize political party. We're gonna do publicly criticize the center left. I just realized we're a conservative rightist party. I don't know why I thought that they were a left party or a socialist party. For some reason, I had a feeling that the pioneering Muslim party was a socialist party, but no, they're actually conservative rightist. And again, I will also explain what a socialist altermondialist party is in my upcoming video about political ideology. Crab Rangoon, if you're out there, I would like to work with you on this video. Hey guys, go ahead and leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you are new. If you guys want to see more content, hit that bell notification icon so you don't miss anything on this channel whenever I do make it. 31 days to the next election, and we will go ahead and hit confirm. And we will also let's do $2.5 million in cyber protection. So our total budget right now, 28 million. Once the debate comes, then pretty sure we're good on party popularity as of right now. Check. 35, 21. Yeah, 35. Doing pretty good. I don't know if we're in a 2-round system or not. That's what I'm really trying to figure out. Determine system, majority. Authorize the use of referendums. That's what I wanted to do. But we're not going to do that as a promise. Cabinet elections. Campaign electoral fraud. Ooh. Ooh. I'm gonna do what's called a pro gamer move, guys. and we're gonna do censored on this stream. So leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you're Sound familiar? Sound familiar, guys? Oh man, the amount of political comedy there is just funny. So what do we got? Let's do a pro-Biden move. I'm gonna do the dead voting, and then we're also gonna do ballots destroyed during counting. Nah, not unless we're gonna come up in like 3rd place. Oh yeah, I forgot that we ordered a shit ton of weapons. Oh, I already said shit. Guys, go ahead and donate to the channel since I cursed. If you guys are wanting to, I do have a what do you call it? There. I do have a Cash App. I have a PayPal if you guys are interested, and I also have
The package.
a lot of other ways to support me. So go ahead and do that if you can. We're at 25 days until the election. Legislative elections, Mr. President, you know very well that other elections will take place simultaneously with the presidential elections, which will determine the National Assembly's new composition. On this field, the battle will also rage. Results should naturally be consistent with the presidential election. You'll analyze them further in detail after the election. We are a month away. Pierre Cardin. Everything lies in gestures, words, and the psychology of the person. One can wear high fashion and still be quite vulgar. 1922 to 2020 is 98. Are there any other is this Ultramondalist in here? Oh. Unless that's what the other... No. Ultramondalist. For some reason I thought Greece had it. I know they did before. Oh god, look at the coalition of conservative rightist countries in the Middle East. Iraq was directly me. That was me right there. Visegrad. Conservative rightist. Turkey, Georgia, Azerbaijan, Iran, Iraq, Israel, Russia are all conservative rightist. So it's very nice to look at. Now we just need all of Central Asia just to be swept up in conservatism. Going. We have right now elections program 93. Let's do one more electoral promise. Solidarity allowance. Now let's need to do something that our guys would like. Servant, education, salaries, freedom of teachers, health and social, physician-assisted suicide, consumption of marijuana illegal. Could actually move to decriminalize it. Could actually make some money off of it. Sports police. I think they'll actually like that. Manpower police. Yeah. They got us up to 98, so I mean, it's not bad. Alright. Let's see, strategic. Afghanistan is still having a hard time. What the hell is going on in Sudan? The Ethiopians are still putting up a hell of a fight, but then, like, I think by this time or something like that, Ethiopia was already conquered. Like, they were a puppet. I'm surprised the Ethiopians are still alive. They've been fighting for 893 days. 15,000. Oh my god, Sudan is about to lose. It's a very interesting war to watch play out. Got a new poll out. 40%, let's go. We already have a fundraiser happening. Go one more. This guy to donate to us last time.
The fundraising campaign is really successful.
No.
Radiant. Leave me in public. Fun
Yeah.
party. Response 106 terawatts. Let's go. Let's go. Oh god, look at that. 14%. So we can still go after a politico-military, or not, like after, maybe you can upgrade this to a political and economic and political agreement pact. Let's try that and then see what we're missing. We're not even going to try to get into it, but we are going to try to see what we are missing. But I also know that you have to be very respectful of human rights to get into it. So, situations in control. Forest fire before the election. How many millions, how many thousands, hundreds of thousands of people will be affected and will be able to vote on election day? We'll find out in the next episode of Dragon Ball.
The terrorist.
Okay, right before the election, we will do political parties. Criticize the center left. Criticize the socialist automodelist. Criticize the extreme right. And criticize the right. But we're going to congratulate ourselves.
Our infiltrated agent.
Let's go ahead and do it. Even though they are good relations with us, we will still try to keep them under our thumb. Rejected on that free trade agreement. The country does not respect human rights, and your production of renewable energy is too small. We have 15%? Oh, we're just short. We're just short. What are we missing? Hydraulic? We have 14.8% hydraulic. How are we not? What the hell? No assistance to the endangered forest. I have full funding to forest fires. You're fine.
The population affected by the disaster is in a very precarious situation. Must have lost.
New Year's Eve, and we're watching PG. I know, right? My roommate was just like, "You're gonna stream on New Year's Eve." I was like, "Hell yeah!" Yeah, I'll leave y'all alone for tomorrow. Day after, we'll be back. Come on, sing it with me, lads. Should old acquaintance be forgot and never brought to mind?
Good evening. The majority of votes have been counted, and we can now give you the first round results. Take a look at this.
I knew it was a 2-round system. Haha! I know Turkey. It's also kind of funny because most countries have a 2-round system anyway, so I would have been right either way. 26. Haha! We come in first. 7.3% to 26.5%.
We are now going to go.
My friends. I believe that now we have to debate her. So, okay, you streaming and we are watching. Hell yeah. TV debate. Tomorrow. Between 33% of the population is not interested. We had 50. Good lord, 58%. Jesus Christ. It's always interesting whenever you have these turnout elections that are just like jack shit. 58% turnout. Usually, like, I mean, even in the United States, like, you're seeing like these unbelievable amounts of turnout, like 70 or 80%. I mean, for now, I mean, it makes sense, but
You're really...
sabotage successful? Haha. Get screwed. What do we sabotage? Down here.
Good evening. The highly anticipated. So, what's your opinion on the matter?
So it's on taxation. The resolution for this here, PG. New job and stream more. Apparently, I am probably going to start at this new place on somewhere around the 9th or the 10th, somewhere around there. Huh. Let's try this. 55% of turnover for the pornography industry. Yeah, imagine trying to start a Turkish pornography industry.
Like any household, the state must be fully aware of the budgetary reality.
Foreign
Thank you.
tax is way overpowered.
And moving on.
Like any household.
Thank you. Let's move on. So,
Immigration. God. Visas, seriously?
Tourism is
Wait,
extremely
no,
important to
no.
our country. I plan to protect and develop the tourism.
very well.
The job, it's a vague
Coming
story.
over to you. Where do you stand on this?
Emily,
Anything
what's
you
up?
want to add?
Anything you want to add? Establish aid. Let's do a basic stuff.
It is an objective reality.
Seriously?
Thank you.
Of course.
It's
Of
now
course that
time.
makes me illegal.
Well, I would like some clarity.
Oh, thank you.
Need I remind you that the right to housing is
We get. Gonna give her. Servant, army.
I would like to hear you talk.
Polish the national service.
You are well
No,
aware
no,
of my
no.
deep commitment to individual and collective.
Thank you. We are now coming.
Oh, screw you.
Purchasing power drives economic growth because consumption stimulates demand and this creates investment.
We really should have saved that Hail Mary for the debate now. They literally tell you, like, don't do anything. Like, don't leave your biggest promises for the debate. And I screwed up. Because I have to think about this one for a second. You play TPP again? I will. Next stream that we will do, we'll be continuing a Shauna run. Culture, construction, research, justice, transportation, legislation. Health. Marijuana.
National education must not be analyzed under the prism of spending, but as an investment in the future. It is the knowledge of our youth of...
Thank you once again to both of you for the clean and fair debate. And to all our valued viewers, our instant polling system has designated a winner. Good evening.
Let's see, 52%, so it was split. It was 52-48. Polls favor, but going into the debate, we had 54% of the vote intention. But now that it's a 2-round thing, good God. I think this is going to be on nail biter. That was a vote saying everyone's going to vote now. I'm pretty sure we had an autosave like in May, April.
Our sportsmen are...
$12 billion, let's continue to pay the United States. $20 billion, actually. $106 billion. Now the only country that we owe more is ourselves. Appointment of new head of army. He is a 74-year-old old man, serious, severe, strong, and not a jolly person. The reasoning of state is second nature to him. Short, he is the man for the situation.
The funeral will take...
army has died. We will attend his funeral.
Okay,
when is this election? There it is. Second round begins tomorrow. I'm pretty sure turnout's going to actually be lower. People are voting.
Good evening. The time has come.
All right, let's hope. It's going to be a nail biter. Come on. Gonna be a close one. Yes! Yes. 53.15 to 46.8.
We are now going to go live to the new head of state at their campaign headquarters.
It is with emotion and gratitude that I thank those who have renewed their confidence in me. I know that I will prove worthy of their confidence without dismissing those who did not vote for me, because it is a united people that I want to govern in order to foster a mighty nation.
Oh god, that was close. So look at this. Let's look at the results. Final score 53.2 to 46.8. Still a nail biter election. Historical results 42.5 to 22.7. Score for political program 50-50. Score for popularity 64 to 35. Televised debate, she won the debate, and then also won the groups in total, but I won. It was 51-48 in terms of the regions. Happy New Year, lads, and Happy New Year to you too. Artists. I won the military. Maybe they would have launched a coup for me. Look at that. She won all of these boys right here. Clergy. Oh, look at that religious difference right there. She won the Shiites 89-10, but the Sunnis 72-27. That is a huge religious difference right there. Taking a screenshot of that. 1,000 years of Erdogan. Yes, absolutely. 67%. Okay, turnout was actually higher than the second result. Actually, I guess that's a total turn.
Here is our.
Cool. All right. Online espionage in progress. Thank you. Let's go over to army. Apparently, people really would like for me to get rid of the conscription. Which actually, first order of business is that we are going to go over to Parliament legislation authorize the use of a referendum across the nation, which is weird because. Oh, actually, I need to look at the Parliament composition. Which is weird because the Turkey already has referendums. Like, there was referendums for all of that. Good God. Oh, yes. Yes, dude. So the Pioneering Muslim Party, 337 seats with 61% of the parliament. So it was a close presidential election, but we won a commanding majority in the parliament. The United Republic movement, which we can also coalition with, so effectively we have 61 plus 13. So that's about 74-75% of the parliament. And then at least we do have 26% of the United Center Left group. 26% of the seats in the Grand National Assembly go to the United Center Left group. Therefore, we do have a liberal group in the parliament. That way, we can still get some progressive reforms passed through parliament. So that works out tremendously. We not only get a majority in the parliament, we also will still be able to push through some types of liberal reforms. Again, guys, leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you're new. I've been streaming for about 2 hours, so we're gonna go ahead and call it here. We had a very commanding victory. We are now 1,804 days away from the next election. So yeah, guys, go ahead and leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you're new. If you guys want to see more content like this, hit that bell notification icon so you don't miss anything whenever I do make it on this channel. Do look forward to those other projects that I will be pushing through in the future. Grab Rangoon, if you want to help me out with that political ideology video, I would love to have your help and input on it. So again, leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you're new. See you guys in the next one. Thank you guys so much for watching. Happy Christmas, Happy New Year. I'll see you guys next year.